What's up, YouTube? It's the voice with the voice of college football, and today I got an Ohio State versus Penn State preview or analysis. Um, Starting off last week's game versus Nebraska, I saw a lot of good things and a lot of bad things that need to be improved. Starting off with the defense, people got to stop worrying. A lot of people are worrying about the defense, and a lot of people are talking shit about the defense, saying it's not. They don't think it's gonna be a good defense, and people gotta think like people keep trying to compare to last year's defense, and last year we had so much talent. Like we had 2 top 3 picks and 3 first rounders. You know what I'm saying? Probably the best corner in Jeff Okudah ever at Ohio State, and the best D lineman ever in Chase Young. We're not gonna have that this year, so I think our defense will be a solid defense. You know what I'm saying? But and it's gonna be a good defense. It's probably not gonna be a top 5 defense, like total defense and total scoring defense, but it's probably gonna be top 10, top 15 type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But they do need to improve on some things. I think linebacker play is one of them. First off, Tough Borland, I think needs to sit more snaps. I don't know why they keep him in the game. He's not athletic enough to compete on a high level, especially in the Big Ten. Especially when we play in the college football playoff against teams like Clemson. Like they got guys like Travis Etienne that are mad explosive. They're just gonna gash right. They're gonna blow right by him. You know what I'm saying? I think Pete Warner played poorly in the opening game. Also, I thought Baron Browning played poorly, and those are our sorry linebackers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go over this, and I'm gonna do like a little film breakdown. I'm gonna go over some of this stuff too. But yeah, they just I want to see more Dallas Gant and Taraj Mitchell out on the field, and more athletic guys that can make plays from sideline to sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like Tough Bowling had like the most majority of snaps in the game at middle linebacker, at Mike linebacker, and it's like, especially they try to get him in like a first and second downs, and third downs will bring in Dallas Gant, or no, third downs will keep Baron Browning. The Mike linebacker comes off the field in third downs, so third down. But like teams are gonna exploit the matchup with Tough Bowling on the field. They're gonna throw on first and second down at Tough Bowling because they know the liability in our defense. So it's like we need like, I'm sorry, we know Tough Bowling's a leader and all this stuff, but it's like we need more athletic guys on the field, and like you could be a leader on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see Tough Bowling get less snaps on the field. Also, the D line I think needs to be improved, and we know we got Larry Johnson, so we know that's going to be better. I think the D line rotations were kind of bad. I think the starters were Jay Coop and Tyler Friday. I don't like that rotation at all. I think Zach Harrison played a really good game Saturday. So I would like to see more of Zach Harrison. He didn't put that many snaps, so I'm kind of surprised. I know he's only a sophomore, but I think he's better than some people. You know what I'm saying? I think Tyrus Smith played poorly. He was damn near a 5-star recruit. He needs to do way better than what he showed on Saturday, and I think he will. He's a junior. Like this is his season to step up and start making some plays and become that. You know what I'm saying? Become that like next guy, that next DN in Ohio State. I think Jay Coop played okay. Javante Jean-Baptiste played okay, you know what I'm saying? But we need to get better at the edge, you know what I'm saying? So we can set the edge better and then put pressure on the quarterback better. Because, Nebraska didn't throw the ball that much, so we couldn't really tell if we're getting pressure on the quarterback like that. But we're going to see in Penn State for sure. The interior D lineman, I thought Tommy Togiai and Haskell Garrett looked really good. I would like to see them start. We get majority of the reps at D tackle. I thought Jerron Cage and Antoine Jackson didn't look that good. And when they were in, Nebraska was just gashing us up the middle, you know what I'm saying? So I want to see more Tommy Togiai and Haskell Garrett because they're stronger, bigger, and just, I don't know, they just play better, you know what I'm saying? They're quicker too, you know what I'm saying? So I want to see more of them in the game. I thought the secondary looked okay. They were probably the strongest group on the field. It did look like we were kind of scared to tackle in the secondary. Like Seven Banks looked like he was scared to tackle. And also Marcus Hooker looked kind of scared to tackle too. And it's like Marcus Hooker didn't look that good really. You know what I'm saying? He was coming up and like he wasn't like laying the hits. Besides that one play when he hit the tight end in the knees and forced that almost fumble. But other than that, he looked scared to tackle. And when you're playing that position, you can't be scared to fucking tackle. That stops the big plays. That one high safety look, that stops the big plays. That's what Jordan Fuller did. So I want to see him come up and make better tackles. I like what we did on third down. So we brought in Josh Proctor, put him at box safety. Um, he's like our bullet this year. Like P. Warner played some bullet last year on third downs, and Josh Proctor's our bullet this year. So I like what I saw from Josh Proctor. He looked okay, but he looked kind of scared to tackle too at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see us improve tackling because you have to be a good tackling team if you want to win a championship. So I want to see us improve in tackling. Get into the offensive side of the ball real quick. People are worried about the run game and they gotta relax. Like the run game is gonna open up. We have the best offensive line in the country and we have an elite tailback in Trey Sermon. People are saying Trey Sermon's not it. Like stop it, yo. Trey Sermon got injured in I think the second game of the season last year for Oklahoma. Um, so it's gonna take him like a few. It's gonna take him a few snaps to get ready. Like we saw in the second half of the last game, he looked really good. He was making some good runs, but like I do think they need to sit Master Teague and get him less snaps, and they need to get Trey Sermon the majority of the snaps because he's just a better back. He's more explosive. He can break tackles because I've seen him do it. He runs hard and like I don't know, like he's a better back than Master Teague. So I want to see him get more snaps. I would like to see Still Chambers get like a lot of snaps too. Still Chambers looked good when he came in the game. So hopefully we can see more Master Teague and not Master Teague. Hopefully we can see more Trey Sermon and Still Chambers, you know what I'm saying? And Master Teague maybe comes in on like third and short or like goal line packages. Because he just doesn't like have it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he is explosive when there's a big hole, but he's not he's a thick back. Like we need to bring him in certain situations like for goal line or 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 type stuff like that. So I want to see more Trey Sermon get more carries, you know what I'm saying? And I thought we already know the receivers are going to look good. And I was looking forward to seeing Justin Fields' development. And Justin Fields showed like a lot of growth, and I'm really excited to watch him this year. I think he's probably the best quarterback in the country. He looked really good throwing the ball and running the ball. And people got to stop worrying about Justin Fields running the ball. I don't know why people are scared of him running the ball for. Justin Fields came here to compete. He didn't come here to be fucking baby. He's not a pussy. Justin Fields came here to compete, and if he has to run the ball 100 times a game, because it will make us win, then he will. And I'm not scared for him running the ball. The reason why we didn't run the ball with Justin Fields a lot last year is we didn't have the depth at quarterback last year. We have the depth this year. So if Justin Fields has to run the ball, he can let him run the ball. He came here to compete and play football. He's not scared to get hit. And Ryan Day understands that. So I'm not really worried about Justin Fields running the ball. Like I can see if he's running the ball 25 times a game. That's kind of worrisome because that means our running game is probably not working. But 15 times in a game is not that bad for me. So stop worrying about Justin Fields running the ball. Other than that, the offense looked really good. The O-line kind of struggled a little bit, but like we have the best offensive line in the country, so they're going to get it together, and they're going to open up some big holes for our back, so I'm not really worried about the offensive line. Getting on to Penn State. So we all know Penn State last week struggled against the game against Indiana. But we gotta think going into this game, we can't just think we're gonna go in there and blow Penn State out. They're a very solid team, well coached, highly touted recruits, fast players, athletic players, similar to ours. You know what I'm saying? And they can compete with us. And we've seen that over the past few years. I think our coaching is better, and I think our players are better. But you never know. It's an away game. It's early in the season. You just never know. So we can't just go in there thinking we're gonna blow them out. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen from Penn State last week, I seen them. Well, we know. The starting running back, Journey Brown, was injured. He was a big piece of their offense. He was probably one of the best running backs in the Big Ten this year. He got hurt before this season. And then their backup running back, or the guy that rotated in with Journey Brown last year, Noah Kane, got injured as well in the first game of the season against Indiana. So their other guy that they rotated a lot too, Devin Ford, he's a good back. He's not bad. He looked good against Indiana, you know what I'm saying? He's nothing that, we can't stop. He's not unstoppable like Travis Etienne or nothing, but he's a really good player. So I expect them to give him the ball a lot and a lot of carries. I also seen Penn State throw the ball downfield a lot, especially to the tight end Pat Freiermuth. He's probably the best tight end in the country. I want to see us stop him on. I know third downs, Josh Proctor will probably guard him, and then sometimes Tough Bowling will guard him. So I want to see good coverage on Pat Fryermuth this week in the game because they're going to throw him the ball a lot. He gets targeted a lot. He's their best pass catcher probably. Either him or number 5, Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson is also a good receiver. Um, so that's going to be on the corners, outside corners. He plays outside. So expect to see Sean Wade and Seven Banks guard Jahan Dotson. He's a good route runner. He's fast. He runs a lot of downfield routes. They like to get into him on the deep ball a lot. Sean Clifford threw it to him on a deep ball in the Indiana game when they took the lead. So expect them to try to throw it downfield to Jahan Dotson. The only way that we're gonna really stop Sean Clifford is if we get pressure on him. We can't not get pressure on him, or he's just like I wouldn't say he's gonna like dot us up because he's not like super talented, especially throwing the football. He made some really bad throws against Indiana, but he has a good enough arm to like make throws when he needs to. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to get pressure on him and force him to make bad throws and bad decisions, so we can force turnovers. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully our D line can get it together, and especially on the edge. And I want to see Kerry Combs call a good game. I want to see him throw some blitzes in there that we never usually do. You know what I'm saying? Because the edge rushers from the first game, I'm not gonna lie, they didn't look that good. So I want to see us blitz more linebackers, have more corner blitzes and stuff like that. Maybe a nickel blitz like we did last year with Marcus Williamson or Cam Brown. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some stuff like that. Also for Penn State, man, State's defense, they didn't look that great, especially their secondary. Their secondary doesn't look that fast, and they gave up a lot of deep routes. So I expect us to throw the ball downfield a lot, especially Garrett Wilson. If we run that total personnel, we like to run Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson on the outside and 2 tight ends. I want to see us go deep in their corners, because I don't think their corners can hang with us. They weren't hanging with Indiana's wide receivers. I don't think they can hang with us for sure. They were letting Watt Fillier kill him. Watt Fillier is a really good player. Like, don't disrespect Indiana. They got some really good players on that football team. Stevie Scott's a good running back. Watt Fillier is a good wide receiver. Michael Penix is a good quarterback. But Michael Penix didn't play out well. He was missing throws. It could have really blew Penn State out. Like, honestly, Penn State was turning over the ball, and they were giving up downfield. They was fucking up coverages downfield. You know what I'm saying? Especially man coverage. They were getting beat a lot, but Michael Penix was not making the throws. And Justin Fields can make those throws. So I expect to see us beat Penn State deep a lot in this game this week. Also, the Penn State run defense actually looked really good. So people who are worried about our offensive run game, we're gonna see this week what our run game is all about, because this is a big week. They have a really good run defense. Their D line is amazing actually. Their linebackers are solid, but they're not that great. They lost Micah Parsons, but like they're solid linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So number 40, he got ejected last week in the second half of the game for targeting. So let's break down the film, man. Go back in total personnel. Before the place, I'm gonna run this play real quick, or I'm gonna start the play real quick. Play it. Pause. First of all, Baron Bryan, why are you tripping over your fucking feet to get set? I don't understand. Doing that fucks up your position and start out the play, and they're running to your side right away. Nebraska gets away with a little block in the back, but it's whatever. Jay Coop didn't set the edge good enough. He comes down flat and he fucks up the play. But like we're gonna see, like Seven Banks sets outside contain like he should, but Tough Bowen and Pete Winter are too slow to get to the hole and fill it. Like I'm gonna let the play run, but this is what I'm talking about when I mean by slow linebacker play and sloppiness. You know what I'm saying? Like Baron Browning fucking up his position and right off the bat, and Tough Borland and Pete Winter are just too slow to get to the ball carrier. This is what I hate to see, and this is why I want to see other guys get on the field play it. Pause. We saw Pete Winter miss the tackle. We've seen that a lot in the past. Marcus Hooker, that's the player I was talking about. He looks soft as fuck. He didn't want to. It looked like he didn't want to tackle fucking Luke McCaffrey. And it's like, come on, that's a little ass fucking white quarterback. Fuck that motherfucker up. Like And I'm tired. I don't want this fucking shit to occur all season. Like if this shit keeps happening, it will remind me of 2018, and I don't want it to look like 2018. And I know it won't because we have good coaching. But that year we didn't have good coaching. This year we do have good coaching. So I expect us to tackle better, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see. Play it. Pause. Baron Browning made up coming down and making a tackle, running down the quarterback. So I want to see Baron Browning stop playing soft. We're gonna see that in this next play. This play, we're gonna see the tight end go to the right side of the field, and Baron Browning is gonna follow him. He's a strong side linebacker. Play it. Pause. So in this play, this is a touchdown. Of course, the first touchdown of the game. Adrian Martinez kept it in the zone read, and I'm gonna show you what I see that I don't want to ever see again. Play it. Pause. Baron Browning. Blow that fucking hole up, bro. Go in that hole and blow that shit up. Go in there and blow the fucking running back up, and that's gonna stop Adrian Martinez, and that's probably gonna be a tackle for loss. You got Jacob on the side that can come and tackle Adrian Martinez, but you over there standing still, just waiting for it. You're waiting for contact, and you're a linebacker. You're supposed to be imposing your fucking will and blowing that fucking hole up. And you might come away with the tackle, you know what I'm saying? But just go in there and blow the fucking running back up, and you're gonna fucking wreak havoc in the backfield. It's gonna cause commotion. And Jay Cooper, somebody else, Tyler Friday, one of these guys could come make the tackle, and it'll be a tackle for loss. But instead, it was a touchdown. Play it. Touchdown. Also, I thought Marcus Williamson, I thought he looked kind of slow getting the tackles. We couldn't really see what he was doing in coverage because they weren't throwing his way that much, but he looked kind of slow trying to get the tackle. So I want to see him, get to the have a higher motor and get to the tackles faster. I think Cam Brown might come in more for his take more snaps from him because I think Cam Brown is a better player than him. But we're gonna see, man. It was only the first game of the season, man. So this week, Penn State, my predictions. I got Ohio State winning 45-21. I think that's a legit score. I think our offense is too much for them. I think our defense will clean up some things, make some adjustments, because we have good coaching this year. Like, don't forget, Kerry Combs is a really good coach. We lost Jeff Hafley last year, but Kerry Combs is a really good coach that can come in there and fill his shoes really good. So, I expect Chris Olave to play this week. I know we had like a scare when he got tackled last week, but I think he's gonna play this week. I want to see more Jameson Williams. I want to see him get the ball some more. So hopefully Jameson Williams can get the ball some more, and we just make big plays, especially downfield, because I think we can exploit their DBs. So hey man, I can't wait, man. I'm very excited, man. And man, it's the voice. Peace.